one point at a time and the other in the season. So should be pretty good. But, you know, we started out with Muhammad Pontiac to start the conference, and, you know, it doesn't get any easier after that. So we got some pretty good talent. Should be pretty exciting.
We think we should be, pretty good. We got a lot of guys that have got a lot of experience. They have potential. Every team has potential. We just need to use it.
The Hawks are always one of the most exciting teams in the heart of Illinois with their spread shotgun offense. That offense could especially be explosive this year, led by quarterback Jared Coleman.
We got a lot of guys that have game experience, so I mean, we should be pretty good.
I mean, running backs, wide receivers is a pretty talented offense.
Yeah, it should be. We're hoping so, at least.
Yeah, we're really excited. Should have a good team. We got a lot of people coming back. We're going to work hard every practice, hopefully get better. Hopefully we can meet our expectations.
Expect plenty of Friday night highlights in Fairbury. The Prairie Central Hawks are ready to light up the scoreboard. Conference. It's Prairie Central. Coach Brian Hassett's Hawks taking on Muhammad. Both teams are state ranked. Opening kickoff, Muhammad kicks it to Phillip Short. And kind of a short kickoff. Short is right behind that big wedge. Gets some nice blocks. And a pretty good run back right there by Phillip Short. Then it's their quarterback, Jared Coleman. Jared Coleman up top to Louis Gross. And Louis picks up good yards on that quick pass. They got a lot of guys who can catch the ball and run right here for Prairie Central. The guy who can really run, Ben Hur. Running behind J.T. Zimmerman. Running behind Alex Diller. Running. Ben Hur will take it all the way for the touchdown. A great run by Ben and a great start. That was a 73-yard touchdown run by Ben Hur. Prairie Central off to a great start. Prairie Central doing it with their defense as well. Watch J.T. Zimmerman here as Muhammad's trying to get the pass. Zimmerman's right there for the big hit. Nearly an interception right there. Then it's going to be Jared Coleman rolling out on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to pick up good yards. And a great win for Prairie Central. They win it heading into a showdown next week with Pontiac. Prairie Central's a winner in this one. 36-21. Congratulations to Coach Hassett and the Hawks.
The big rivalry in the Corn Belt Conference. Pontiac and Prairie Central. What a showdown. We head to Fairbury for those highlights right now.
Couple of state-ranked teams doing battle right here as the Hawks and the Indians meet in this ballgame. We're going to start our highlights with the boys in blue at Prairie Central. They were able to take advantage of some early turnovers by Pontiac and turn them into points. Quarterback Jared Coleman up top here on the pitch out actually to Phillip Short, and Short able to get outside for a very short gain right there. Later it's Jared Coleman to Louis Gross, and Gross, they got so many guys who can catch the ball and run with the ball. Gross with a nice run after the catch. Now watch here is one of those turnovers I was talking about on the quick kick. Coleman the punt. J.T. Zimmerman's going to recover the fumble. Kendrick Coates came up to catch that ball with a little bit of rain there. Probably not a really good decision. J.T. Zimmerman, he's a great football player. He comes up with a fumble recovery for Prairie Central. Then J.T. Zimmerman and Lee Przybinski are going to lead the blocking right here. Coleman the keeper. Alex Smith, the big hit right there for Pontiac. Then it's going to be Ben Hur on the carry. Ben Hur with a nice run right here. Look at him breaking through 1, 2, 3 tacklers and picking up great yards. He's a terrific football player. Ben Hur running hard. Then Brian Hassett's going to say, hey, I like that play. Let's give it to Ben again. Ben's running behind Alex Diller, number 62. That's Brent Mowry. Jimmy Hildensberger doing some blocking. Ben Hur's into the end zone. Touchdown. Huge crowd on hand. There's always a big crowd when Pontiac and Prairie Central meet. And the stands were rocking at that point. It was quickly 14-zip as Coleman adds the extra point. 14-zip. Prairie Central. Now watch what happens. Here's a bizarre one. The pooch kick. You know, Pontiac's so dangerous on the kickoff returns. They kick it short, and Phillip Short recovers it, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. He recovers the onside kick, runs it in. Yeah, he's in the end zone. Touchdown. The referees originally called it a touchdown, but you can't run with an onside kick, so no touchdown. Forget all the excitement there. Kendrick Coates, the nice run right here. Then Coates running behind Cody Strong, Nate Weber. Jimmy Denardi picks up good yards. The Prairie Central defense comes up big in this one. They're going to stuff the ball carrier. Ben Hur in on the tackle right there. And Prairie Central gets the win in this one. The Prairie Central Hawks, they beat state-ranked Muhammad. They beat state-ranked Pontiac. I get the idea Prairie Central's pretty good. I think so. I think Coach Hassett's Hawks are pretty good. It's in Central Catholic. We head to Prairie Central. Not a whole lot of luck in Fairbury tonight. Didn't get you a whole lot of highlights. Jared Coleman up top to Pete Canate for a nice gain right here. Lee Przybinski and Alex Diller doing some blocking. But watch right here, late first half, Prairie Central's up by a dozen when they fumble the snap right here, and Streeter's going to make something happen. Matt Cagle is going to score a touchdown for Streeter. Streeter disappointed the way they played last week against Woodruff. They played well in this game. Matt Cagle, their quarterback, gets into the end zone, makes it a close game at halftime, just a 12-7 game. But Prairie Central dominates after that. Louis Gross, the nice kickoff return right here for the Hawks. And not a whole lot of highlights of Prairie Central this week. We'll do better next week, Hawks fans. But the good news, Prairie Central is a winner this week. 26-7, scoring 2 touchdowns in the first half, 2 more in the second half. Let's head to Pontiac, where the Indians are winners over. This is Corn Belt Conference action. Prairie Central at Eureka tonight. We're going to start our highlights with the Eureka Hornets. They played very well in this ball game. It was a very competitive ball game. Quarterback B.J. Zobrist to Devin Small. And Small with a nice leaping catch. You got a couple good wide receivers in this team. Devin Small and Dean Eastman. You just saw Small. How about B.J. Zobrist this time to Dean Eastman for a gain of 13 yards. You know, Coach Kurt Bars, the former All-American wide receiver in college, he likes those talented wide receivers. He's got some good ones. Here, Ryan Motes for 19 yards. Dean Eastman leading the blocking over there for Eureka. Nice job by Dean, and Ryan picking up good yards. But Prairie Central, watch this crazy play right here. Prairie Central's going to deflect the ball. The wild pop-up, and it's intercepted by Seth Brocard. Brocard, the pick right there. Then Prairie Central on offense. Watch Ben Hur, a terrific run. Blocking up front, it's Jimmy Hildensberger, Alex Diller, Lee Przbilski, and Ben Hur, the terrific run. Eureka defense going to come up with the quarterback sack. Zach Wackett and Kyle Hadfield sack Jared Coleman right here. But Coleman's coming right back. He's going to hook up with Mark Schmidt right here, number 17 to number 3 for a nice gain. Schmidt, the nice catch. Then Matt Stoller running the football. Matt Stoller, number 88. We got so many talented wide receivers and runners in this team. Stoller on kind of an end around, gets to the outside and picks up good yards. Then Ben Hur powering behind the blocking up front of Travis Hines and J.T. Zimmerman. And a nice run right here by Ben Hur. That's going to set up a touchdown. The Hawks are going back to the air. It's going to be quarterback Jared Coleman to fill up short. This one's going 20 yards for the touchdown. Coleman looking, got time to throw, delivers the pass, short is into the end zone, in traffic. Nice pass, nice catch, nice win for Prairie Central. 35-21, the Hawks are 4-0. The Prairie Central Hawks fans love rewind. They're taking on normal WHOI. Zach Alvis, the nice carry. Watch him bounce outside. Looks like he's down, but slips through there. Nice effort right there by Zach Alvis. Then it's going to be Caleb Katz on the carry, but Ben Hur is going to make the highlights quite a few times here. Ben is going to stay at home at linebacker, and the big stick right there by Ben and runs him back. Nice play right there by Ben Hur. Is one of our candidates for hits of the week, don't you think? Meanwhile, this is quarterback Jake Todino to David Johnson. Todino's been playing well for WHOI, but Prairie Central's going to stop him on the inside handoff here. Ben Hur running behind Jimmy Hildensberger, and Ben with the stiff arms able to pick up a few yards. Then a long run right here by Ben Hur. Again, Jimmy Hildensberger, number 51, leading the blocking, and Ben's going to get to the outside. He's going to run over his own man here. Get out of my way. Runs over his own man and races down the sideline for big yards right there. That's going to set up Ben for the touchdown. Alex Diller, Corey Monaco, Hildensberger doing some blocking up front. The inside handoff. Ben Hur's into the end zone. Prairie Central's a winner tonight. We had a camera in Pontiac tonight, but that game started so late because of a lightning delay. No highlights, but Pontiac shut out Rantoul. Prairie Central a winner over WHOI right here, 47-14. Prairie Central's balanced attack has the Hawks off to a perfect start. Prairie Central is 5-0 thanks to the passing of Jared Coleman, the running of Ben Hur. Jared Coleman threw 3 TD passes last Friday night. Ben Hur ran for 199 yards and 2 more touchdowns.
I mean, everything starts with the line. They give me a lot of time to throw the ball. They give Ben a lot of big holes, so with him running the ball behind me, it opens things up for me. Team's got to key on him. And
yeah, it's been going pretty good. They can't just key on one person on our team. There's a lot of people that can do a lot of things for us. Line's real good this year, making a lot of holes.
Jared is a terrific high school quarterback. Ben, a terrific high school running back. Put them in the same backfield, and they're even better.
With the shotgun, it's a matchup game. It's a numbers game. So if they have 6 people in the box, we're gonna run the ball. If they have 7 in the box, we're gonna pass the ball. So they're both captains on our. It's like a double-headed monster.
For being an unstoppable pass-run combo, Jared Coleman and Ben Hur share the WHOI 19 Athlete of the Week.
Fairbury. The Prairie Central Hawks taking on Rantoul. This one is pretty much all Prairie Central. Quarterback Jared Coleman to Pete Canate right here for a nice gain. Look at that pretty toss and catch right there. Nice adjustment right there by Pete to make the grab. And then it's going to be Jared up top to Philip Short. The long pass to Short. He's open. He's in. 6 points. Touchdown right there, Philip Short. Prairie Central's defense has been pretty good all year. Coach Hassett's challenging these guys to get better, but Jimmy Hildensberger, a nice play. Seth Brocard in on the tackle as well. Back on offense, Jared Coleman up top to Philip Short. Beautiful toss catch streaking down the sideline. That's going to set up Ben Hur for the touchdown. Ben Hur and Jared Coleman are HOI 19 athletes of the week. Ben's going to get some good blocking up front by Alex Diller, Jimmy Hildensberger, Brent Mowry. They're moving people back, and Ben Hur is into the end zone for a touchdown. Let's get a good look at Ben Hur, the homecoming king, the HOI 19 athlete of the week. And on homecoming, the king running right by our camera right there. More offense. It's going to be that little flanker reverse to Matt Stotler running hard right here. Number 88, Ben Hur throwing him a little block and a nice run by Matt. Then watch this pretty touchdown. It's Jared Coleman up top to Philip Short. They hooked up time after time. This time it's worth 6 points. Later it's going to be Ben Hur running again hard behind Mowry. Travis Hines doing some blocking up front. And a nice run by Ben right here. Then they're going to set up a little flanker screen to Philip Short. Short had a big night. Prairie Central had a big night. The Hawks are 6-0. Prairie Central winning this one by a final score of 41-7.
Well, you know, the comparison is similar because we're undefeated, but it's a different type of team, though. I mean, you know, we threw the ball every down back then, and you know, our defense is similar this year to it was in 2003. Probably a little faster, maybe. Not quite as good yet, but, you know, we still got a lot of time to go.
Coach Brian Hassett comparing this year's team to that 2003 team that went all the way to the state championship. Central Catholic's going to play Prairie Central.
People sit up, you go hit the middle of it. If there's a hole, it's going to be outside hole. You two blow the wall up. Understand?
That's all, boys.
That's Brian Hassett talking to his team before the game versus Olympia. Onside kick, and Olympia thinks they've got the football, but Alex Diller actually has got the football. Olympia trying a little surprise onside kick, but it did not work. Prairie Central takes over, and here they go. Jared Coleman to Tyler Studebaker for a nice game. Then it's going to be Philip Short on that little end around right here. It's Alex Diller, Matt Stotler up front doing some good blocking right there, and a nice run by Philip Short. Olympia is going to stop this opening drive. Stephen Frazier, who's had a good year for the Spartans, and he's going to take the deflection. Looks like he might take it all the way to the house. A nice run back by Frazier before he's finally corralled by the Spartans. But things not going Olympia's way on offense. Watch the pitch here is a little too high. Matt Stotler and Steph Brokart are in there to blow up a play that kind of blew up on its own. Olympia does recover that fumble right there. But watch here on the punt. Aaron Hurwitz trying to punt, but Tyler Studebaker blocked it with his armpit. Blocked it with the armpit. Gary Lehman recovers for the Hawks. Here they go again. Ben Hur is going to run 5 yards for a touchdown. Alex Diller, Seth Welch. Jimmy Hildensberger doing the blocking, bends in for the touchdown. Then it's, watch this play, beautiful play here. Jared Coleman, that flanker screen to Philip Short, makes the first guy miss, shows off a little bit of that speed. Philip Short's going to turn a short pass into a touchdown. Cut back here, and then watch the effort to get in the end zone. The lunge, yeah, touchdown right there by Philip Short. What a play by Short right there. That's a 79-yard score. The crowd loves it. Later it's time for Ben Hur. He's doing the job running. Jared Coleman doing the job passing. That offensive line doing the job up front. Prairie Central's going to run their record to 7-0. What a showdown next week at Central Catholic. They met last year in the playoffs. They'll meet again next week for a Corn Belt Conference title. Ben Hur running hard here again. Good blocking up front again. Ben Hur running hard. Then it's going to be Jared Coleman to Philip Short. Tyler Studebaker's doing some good blocking out front here. Downfield, there's a nice block right there. That's Studebaker, and a nice run by Philip Short running right into the back of Studebaker. Then Matt Stotler on the end around. And again, they got so many weapons coming out of this backfield. Stotler picks up some blocks, picks up a touchdown. Prairie Central is 7-0. Central Catholic 7-0. I think there might be a crowd at that ball game next Friday night. What do you think? Prairie Central rolls in this one, 48-12. A Corn Belt Conference championship is on the line tomorrow night when 7-0 Bloomington Central Catholic hosts 7-0 Prairie Central. On paper, the game appears to be Central Catholic's great line against Prairie Central's great skill players.
They got a great club. They're great on defense. They've only given up about 40 points on the year. You know, Josh Brent, Waldron, Hudman. You know, they got some great players.
They want a more faster-paced game, and really it bears down on who can control the ball, who can, you know, play defense good. And, you know, I'm sure they're looking forward, and we certainly are.
The Hawks and Saints know each other well. They played each other twice last year, including a matchup in the playoffs. They know each other, and they love playing each other.
Everything we wanted so far this year is Corn Belt Championship, so we're going to come with everything we have.
It's what we all been working for 2 days, and all off season is for this moment right here to win the conference title.
Only one team can remain unbeaten. Only one team can win a Corn Belt title when Prairie Central and Central Catholic collide tomorrow night in the HOI 19 Game of the Week. The big showdown in the Corn Belt Conference, probably the best game in this state. Undefeated Prairie Central and undefeated Bloomington Central Catholic.
Speed, exactly, okay? Use one speed tonight. Don't let down. Don't let down, okay? Things go bad, boom. Get up and get after the next play. Okay? You can't do anything about the play that's over. You get to the next one. Okay? Turn the page, exactly. Let's go, St. Front. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. What's going on, huh?
Bobby Mays talking to the Saints before their big matchup, and here come the Hawks of Prairie Central. They met twice last year. Central Catholic won by 1 in the regular season. They won by, I believe, 3 in the playoffs. Senior night at Bloomington Central Catholic, their All-American Josh Brent before the game. What a game it would be. Prairie Central's defense early on, Alex Diller all over the quarterback, throws him down. Whoa, called incomplete. Later, J.T. Zimmerman will tip the pass right here. J.T. Zimmerman tipping the ball right here. The Hawks seniors, Diller and Zimmerman coming up big early. Then on offense, Prairie Central would have their fans revved up early. Opening drive, here they come. Jared Coleman's going to pitch it out there to Tyler Popejoy. Popejoy picking up good yards. Then it's going to be Coleman to Philip Short. And what a big time player this young man is. Philip Short picking up good yards right here for the Hawks. Coleman keeps it coming. This time he's looking for Mark Schmidt. So many weapons to throw to. Schmidt picks up good yards. Now Bloomington Central Catholic's defense, Nick Arnold is going to run down the quarterback right here for a sack. But on 4th and 22, what kind of play do you call on 4th and 22? Well, you call a play that gets 30 yards and a touchdown. Philip Short on the end around, and look at him go, breaks the tackle there, picks up the first down, picks up the touchdown. The Hawks are up 7-zip. Philip Short, the electrifying run right there for the Hawks. Final minute of the first half now. Prairie Central's driving again. It's going to be Jared Coleman up top to Philip Short again. Again able to slip one tackle, get to the outside and pick up big yards, running after the catch. The old rack, run yards after the catch. What do they say, yak? I'm not sure. It's late. Hey, here's a nice run right here by Philip Short again. Great blocking up front. Short's racing down, setting up a last-second field goal right here. Jared Coleman is going to boom it through the uprights. 10-zip Prairie Central at halftime. The Hawks in control, right? Well, you knew on senior night Bloomington Central Catholic would rally, and they would in the big way. Third quarter opens up with an interception. Ryan Waldron, the pick right here for Central Catholic. Waldron races all the way back across the field. He's thinking touchdown right here, but he can't quite get it in on the interception return. Moments later, though, Waldron would be dancing in the end zone. Watch right here, running behind the 300-pound Josh Brent and Nathan Rebels. Big number 69's leading him. Look at that big guy leading him. and the nice run by Waldron down inside the 5. Then running behind Joe Ring and the Ira boys and Brent again. It's Waldron into the end zone, touchdown. Suddenly it's a 10-6 game. They missed the extra point. It's 10-6. Central Catholic would get the ball back still in the third quarter. Quarterback Kyle Hunman to Javier Safford. Safford, the nice catch, and the run after the catch. Then it's going to be Javier Safford again. The Bob. Watch this pass by Kyle Hunman. He did it last week to Pontiac. He does it this week to Prairie Central. And Javier Safford's going to the house. He's all fired up. Watch it again. Ryan Reese of Prairie Central. He can't play a whole lot better defense. Watch right here. Reese is right there, but Safford makes the catch and takes it in for the touchdown. The Saints are all fired up. They're ahead 13-10. But the defense of Prairie Central coming through big here. The option gets loose. Jared Coleman will recover for Prairie Central. Back again, they'll come Central Catholic's defense. Watch Josh Brent. He's being recruited by Ohio State, by Michigan, by Illinois. He's hanging on the quarterback here, forcing the incompletion. But Prairie Central's defense was terrific throughout the game. They shut him out for 3 of the 4 quarters. Brent Mowry and Ventura Rios to the tackle right here. Then on offense, it's going to be Jared Coleman right here, running hard. Coleman would lead him on a 4th quarter touchdown drive. Up front, those guys, Diller, Mowry, Travis Hines doing the blocking. And how about the Hawks of Prairie Central? They go on the road and win. They're 8-0. They're Corn Belt Conference champs.
You can't just split back. Lou, you're watching the quarterback, too. You can't watch the quarterback. All right, let's go.
Ready for play.
All right, let's go.
This is Prairie Central. They're looking to go 9-0 as they took on Rochester. Watch Alex Diller hustling to the flat to make the tackle on the screen pass. Great play right there by number 62. Then it's J.T. Zimmerman flying hard. This is fourth down. Fourth down and about 3, and J.T. Zimmerman will knock the ball down. Great play by J.T. It's now Prairie Central Hawk football, and here they go. They got so many weapons. It all starts with that senior quarterback, Jared Coleman. He's looking for Louis Gross out of the wide receiver spot. Louis with a nice fingertip catch along the sidelines and a first down. Then Ben-Hur running hard behind the blocking of Brenton Mowry, Travis Hines, Corey Manazzo, and a nice run by Ben-Hur. Then out of the flat, it's going to be Jared Coleman looking for big number 28. Watch Jared Coleman gets the wide receiver short in motion. Then they come back the other way to Ben-Hur. Nifty play right there. Little misdirection play back to Ben for good yards. Then Jared Coleman to Philip Short. Boy, is Short exciting. Watch him make the catch on one side of the field, get hit by 3 defenders, break those tackles, come all the way across to this side of the field, and then walk into the end zone. It wasn't a walk in the park. Rochester played him tough, but in the end, Prairie Central had too much. Tyler Studebaker right here is going to upend the wide receiver, and I do mean upend him. Nice flip him over there. And the fans are celebrating a 9-0 season at Prairie Central. How about them Hawks? Undefeated. Heading to the state playoffs. Congratulations to Coach Hassett and the Hawks, winners tonight in a wild one over Rochester. The Prairie Central Hawks are ranked number 2 in the state in Class 4A. The Hawks are a perfect 9-0. So their first-round opponent's an easy win, right? Well, wrong. In fact, an emphatic wrong. Prairie Central's first-round opponent is Pontiac, a team ranked 7th in the state.
You know, it's our second season. You know, we're going to take it one game at a time, and obviously, you know, this first game is a big one for us. And, you know, we got a big home game on Saturday, but you know, we're not going to look ahead of Pontiac, that's for sure. But, you know, our main goal is to get down to the turf.
Prairie Central Pontiac is always a big game during the regular season, but nothing regular about this matchup. The rivalry becomes even bigger tomorrow when they meet in the playoffs.
You can just imagine all the people who are going to be here, and it's just going to be a great game. I can't wait for it. Always a big game. Everybody always comes out, and it's 4 deep around the field.
One of the Heart of Illinois' biggest rivalries becomes a playoff rivalry tomorrow when Pontiac travels to Prairie Central. Well, let's get started with the big showdown in the Corn Belt Conference. Well, not a conference game this time. Prairie Central hosting Pontiac. Mick Peterson of Pontiac, could this be his final coaching game? Well, here's his pregame talk.
Play this game the way you were taught. God bless you. Good luck. Everybody in here. Let's go. Can't play with us today. Shut out, guys. Let's go. Shut them out. Shut them out, guys. Let's go. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate.
The Prairie Central Hawks looking for a shutout against their big rival, and the defense came to play. J.T. Zimmerman, Jimmy Hildensberger in on the tackle right away to get things started for Prairie Central. Pontiac's defense pretty tough early as well. They come up with a big hit here. Tyler Schweitzer strips the football. Ryan Kelly recovers, and the Indians are all fired up. But the wind played a big factor in this game. Neither team could ever get their passing game going. Here's a short pass here from Jared Coleman to Ben-Hur, and Ben able to get out in the flat and pick up a first down right here. Now, early in the second quarter, Prairie Central would get the ball in the end zone. Philip Short on an 18-yard touchdown run. He's hit almost at the line of scrimmage, but keeps churning and winds up in the end zone for the touchdown. 6-zip Prairie Central. I mentioned the wind. Well, we got a pretty accurate description of the wind on the extra point. Watch the extra point. Jared Coleman, one of the better kickers around, will boom the extra point, but watch what happens. Wow! A wall of wind just stops the ball. It's 6-zip Prairie Central. More wind. Check out this pass by Jared Coleman. Not a very pretty pass into the wind. Andy Ballman, the interception, and the Pontiac flag was flying proud as Pontiac trying to get back in this ball game. But Prairie Central able to pass the ball here on 3rd and 11. This is late first half. Jared Coleman to Lou Gross for the first down. Nice catch right there by Gross. Louis getting the pass from Jared Coleman. Then it's going to be Philip Short just about breaking this one for a touchdown before he's just tripped up. Now, this is late first half. That was good blocking by J.T. Zimmerman up front. This is the last play of the first half. The bomb into the end zone, but it just barely falls incomplete. So at halftime, Prairie Central is milking that 6-zip lead. Second half, Alex Diller starts some more defense for the Hawks, knocking down the pass. Then watch this play. Pontiac's driving for a potential go-ahead touchdown. Patrick Miller to Michael Pano. But Seth Brokart knocks the ball loose, and Ace Ventura recovers. Yep, Ventura Rios, number 71. They call him Ace.
and he came up with the football there. That may have been the big play of the game. Pontiac was driving. Instead, Prairie Central recovers. They went down on the first play of the fourth quarter. Coleman knocks it through. Now he's got the wind at his back. That made it 9-zip, and that's going to be plenty for that defense. Remember, they wanted the shutout? Well, they're going to get the shutout. J.T. Zimmerman and a whole bunch of Hawks. Hildensberger and a whole bunch of Hawks in on the tackle. Seth Brocard in on the tackle as well. And then watch right here, Jimmy Hildensberger on the quarterback rush. He's going to strip the football. It's a fumble. Who's going to recover the football? Well, let's ask Coach Brian Hassett, the Prairie Central coach. Yeah, that's Hawks football. Corey Monaco recovering for the Hawks. A couple plays later, they're going to get in the end zone again. Jared Coleman here to Mark Schmidt for a big first down. That again was 3rd and long. Schmidt to catch the first down. Then Philip Short got a good surge up front. Alex Diller, Travis Hines doing the blocking, and getting to the outside is Short. He's diving for the pylon. It's a touchdown and a Prairie Central Hawk victory. They get the shutout. They win it 15-0. Prairie Central advances. You know, it was 3 years ago Prairie Central was the Corn Belt champion. Remember, they marched all the way to Champaign on that snowy night. They played for a state championship. Well, on that night, most of the current Hawks were freshmen at Prairie Central. Most of them were in the stands cheering on Prairie Central. But one player, number 51, Jimmy Hildensberger, actually dressed for that game.
I'd like to get back there real bad. It was a great experience with all those guys, and it was great to learn more about how the varsity team was going to work.
We're going to have a story on Jimmy and the 2006 compared to the 2003 Hawks. That story's coming up Monday at 6. The Prairie Central Hawks are a perfect 10-0. Coach Brian Hassett knew this year's Hawks were going to be special, but this year the senior class has really stepped up.
I really didn't know until about the middle of this year, maybe. You know, we really put it together at about mid-season. You know, we were 4-0, 5-0, and then, you know, Central Catholic game week 8. You know, I kind of really thought this would be a really special group, and good chemistry and with our juniors also.
The current Hawks are often compared to the 2003 Prairie Central team, a team that made it to the state title game. Champaign is the goal again this year.
Talking to one of my friends, I'm like, I hope we get to play on that field this year. It's awesome. I've always dreamed about playing on Memorial Field Stadium.
Most of the current Hawks were in the stands cheering on Prairie Central when they played for a state title 3 years ago, but one Hawk, as a freshman, dressed and got to run on the field with the Hawks. That player, now senior, Jimmy Hildensberger.
Well, I'd like to get back there real bad. It was a great experience with all those guys. This is my last chance to get back.
The Hawks have great senior leadership this year. The current seniors would like to lead the Hawks back to where Prairie Central went their freshman year, back to Champaign in the state title game. In Class 4A, Prairie Central takes their 10-0 record to Oregon. Prairie Central's been playing some great football.
We played really well at the end of the year. Put up a lot of points, and our defense has got a much better.
The Prairie Central Hawks at Oregon. Prairie Central 10-0, looking to go 11-0. Let's hear from the Hawks.
Make them cry. They don't come out here happy. We come out here, we survive, we go to state. They can't handle us. We know when they show everybody that. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate!
Make them cry is what one Hawk said, and well, they are a hard-hitting bunch, the Prairie Central Hawks. Seth Brocard in on the defensive stop right here. Then Brent Mowry. Mowry was all over the football field for Prairie Central. He makes a great tackle right here at the line of scrimmage. Later, more defense. It's going to be Corey Monaco this time for Prairie Central as the Hawks shutting down an Oregon team that have been very high-scoring and very impressive throughout the season. On offense, quarterback Jared Coleman up top to Tyler Popejoy. Beautiful toss downfield. The catch by Popejoy running right down Main Street, and he's past midfield and driving. Then Ben Hur, great blocking by Alex Diller and Brent Mowry, and he picks up good yards running right up the middle. Watch this play right here. Jared Coleman is playing quarterback and referee. As he rolls out, he gets grabbed by the face mask, and he tells the referee it's a face mask, and then he gets tackled. Watch it again. Number 17 has the presence of mind to get the face mask, and then tell the referee it's a face mask, and then get tackled. Later on the punt return, watch Philip Short right here. He's been the big play man, has been Mr. Short. Gets around that sealed outside. Great block by Alex Diller right there, and gets big yards racing down the sideline. Great run back right there by Philip Short. This is midway through the first quarter. Later, it's going to be Jared Coleman to Philip Short again. Coleman zips it in there, pretty toss, catching Short in stride. Then watch as Prairie Central driving here. No score late first quarter now. It's going to be Ben Hur running hard, picks up good yards down inside the 5. That's eventually going to set up a touchdown. It's going to be Jared Coleman right here on the sneak, running right behind Jimmy Hildensberger and Alex Diller, the center. Lee Przbilski did a nice job blocking on that Ben-Hur run. It's 7-zip Prairie Central. At that point, the Hawks had a big crowd, and they were cheering like crazy. More defense, J.T. Zimmerman and Ryan Rice in on the tackle right here. Then back on offense, they ruled that no fumble, but a good effort by the Hawks. It's Jared Coleman to Louis Gross, and Louis is going to make the catch as Coleman steps up and finds Gross right in front of our camera. There's number 4 with the big gain for Prairie Central. Later, watch this play. This is late first half. Watch Prairie Central. It's going to be Jared Coleman rolling out. All kinds of people in front of us here, but he's eventually going to find Philip Short. He buys time by rolling, throws into a crowd, but number 21's got the football and a Prairie Central touchdown. It's 14-zip Hawks at halftime. 14 would turn out to be enough because the Prairie Central defense was terrific throughout the game. You see the halftime score right there. Here it's Tyler Popejoy and Ryan Rice in the tackle, causing the fumble right there on the recovery by Rice for Prairie Central. Later, more Hawks defense. It's going to be Brent Mowry again. Like I said, he played a very good game. He comes up with the tackle right here after a short game. Then in the fourth quarter, it's going to be Jared Coleman, the 3rd touchdown of the game. Coleman had a touchdown run, 2 touchdown passes. Diller snapping that shotgun, and then Coleman zipping it downfield. Tyler Popejoy bringing all kinds of joy to Prairie Central Hawk fans. He's into the end zone. Prairie Central's 11-0. They're winners in this one. How about them Hawks? Prairie Central rolling this ball game by a final score of 20-8. Here at Prairie Central, the shotgun is a family affair. It seems like a Diller is always snapping the ball for the Hawks.
You know, the Diller boys, AJ did it for 2 years, and now Alex is in his 2nd year. So, you know, we run probably 95% shotgun.
What is it about the Dillers and snapping the ball?
I don't know. He's taught me a lot, though. Like, we'd go out, and I'd snap to him, and he'd give me a lot of pointers.
You guys play catch backwards, huh?
Yeah.
When you're watching all those great Metamora, Lexington, and Prairie Central highlights, remember the unsung hero, the guy who gets all those highlights started, the shotgun snapping center. 4A Prairie Central hosts Burlington Central. They've got to find a way to stop Burlington Central's quarterback.
He's a running back playing quarterback, but they run the veer, and they really do a nice job of scheming that. And if they don't scheme it well, he's just a great athlete and makes plays. So
Confidence level's pretty high. I mean, I think we'll step it up the whole game and keep it like that all day.
We're headed to Class 4A at Fairbury. You see the Prairie Central captains running off the field and into the locker room. Head coach Brian Hassan invited our camera into the locker room. You see the guys all lined up, getting their game faces on before the ball game. Prairie Central meeting Burlington Central. Prairie Central 11-0. Burlington Central winners of 10 in a row. Great effort equals semifinals. Some of the keys to the game. Let's try for the shutout. No big plays for a touchdown. Looking for 3 takeaways and score on special teams. See all the game faces of the Prairie Central Hawks entering this game undefeated and 1 win away from the Final Four, taking out a very, very good Burlington Central team. Here's Coach Brian Hassett talking to his boys moments before kickoff.
all right, comes down to 48 minutes, all right, and it's dominated for 48. Okay, what I tell you, every game, 6 minutes maybe, Coach K, 6 minutes. If a football game is what it is, it's about it, man. It's 6 minutes. It's all it is. If we go out and play like we can play, it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. Let's go get him. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's go get fired up. Go. Team, it's a team effort. It's three levels. It's offense, defense, special teams. All right? Team by 3. 1, 2, 3, team. Let's go, Blue.
And as the Hawks take the field, you see the sign on the board. The road to Champaign goes through PC, goes through Prairie Central. The Hawks heading out on the field. We'll listen to J.T. Zimmerman, one of the captains, talk to the Hawks before they storm on the field.
They can't play with us. They can't play with us. This is our game. They can't play with us at all. We're going to smoke these guys. We know it. Let's everybody know it. We got to show the state. Driscoll's got to be scared after this game. They don't score, we score 40. They cannot stop us. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate!
Dominate, and they would. Burlington Central, everyone was raving about their veer offense and their great quarterback. Well, Prairie Central shut down that veer attack. Watch right here, Brent Mowry in on the tackle, and it's our good buddy Ace Ventura Ventura Rios, number 71 at the bottom of that pile. He played a terrific ball game. I'll tell you, Brent Mowry, number 54, was all over the football field. Watch Mowry in on the tackle here again with a whole lot of help from guys in blue. Then on third down, that was first down. Here's second down. Here's third down. And here's that quarterback. Everybody's been raving him out, and he meets Mr. Mowry again. Brent Mowry doing it all. Tyler Popejoy in on that tackle as well. They force a punt. Early on, Prairie Central's game plan was to run Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur running right behind Travis Hines, picking up good yards right there. Then it's going to be Ben-Hur again. Watch this run right here by Ben-Hur. Number 28, their star tailback, trying to get upfield, picking up good yards, and a first down right here for the Hawks. It's Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur, that's the game plan, right? Well, that game plan ended suddenly right here. Ben-Hur injured on this play. A knee injury, a sad injury to a great senior. Hopefully Ben's doing all right, but his status is very doubtful for the rest of the season. But the status for Prairie Central, the season will march on. Their defense. Watch Alex Diller right here. He's not fooled at all by the quarterback. Diller throws down that great quarterback, Justin Lee. Diller played a great game. Later in the game, he would recover 2 fumbles. So number 62 was around the ball all day. On third down right here, Ryan Rice stays at home, makes the great open field tackle. A great job tackling the entire game by the Hawks. Now on offense, a 13-yard gain right here. Jared Coleman to, to Philip Short. Short picking up good yards. Then watch the beautiful pass right here by Coleman to Matt Statler. Little play action. There's Statler calling for the ball. Ball's right on the money. Statler twists and turns for good yards. First down Hawks. They're driving late first quarter. It's going to be the quarterback draw right now. Number 54, we showed him on defense, Mowry. Number 62, Diller, we showed you him on defense. They paved the hole right there, and Coleman gets inside the 5 down to about the 2. From there, it's going to be Philip Short running right behind Lee Przbilski, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown Hawks. It's 6-zip Prairie Central. Coach Brian Hassett said, let's go for 2. Keep the offense out there. Jared Coleman, I got to play for 2, and it's a good play. It's a play-action fake. Coleman's going to fake to the running back, and then he's going to throw it all the way across the field to the left side to Louis Gross. The fake, nice play-action fake, and there's Louis wide open for 2 points. It's 8-zip Prairie Central. The Prairie Central defense was terrific throughout the ball game. We're going to see our buddy Ace Ventura again. Ventura Rios right here. Met his mom today, and she's mighty proud of her son, and he's a great football player. Nice play right there. Brett Mowry in on the tackle. J.T. Zimmerman on the tackle as well for the Hawks. Then in the second quarter, watch Prairie Central some more defense. It's going to be Alex Diller again. Diller staying at home and bringing down the ball carrier right there. But actually, Burlington Central would score and cut the lead to 8-6. It's an 8-6 ball game here in the second quarter when Matt Stotler picks up the kickoff and picks up good yards. Number 88, he had a fumble later in the game. I know he was disappointed with that, but he made a lot of big plays. We saw the catch, the nice kickoff return there by Stotler. Then Jared Coleman up top. Oh, man, big hit. There was a lot of big hits in this game. Louis Gross gets thrown to the field, has a little turf on his helmet there, a little souvenir. Talk about big hits. Seth Brocard, he brings it. Oh, man, Seth bringing it. He had a terrific game as well. Then we're going to have a fumble right here. I think Brocard actually is going to knock the ball away right there. Number 27 strips it, and number 71, Ace Ventura. They should make a movie about that guy. He picks up he's all fired up. In fact, the referee say, calm down, youngster. Calm down. You got the pigskin. We know it. Ace has got the football, and pretty soon Prairie Central's got themselves a touchdown. Here they're going to go to work right now. It's going to be the pretty pass. Oh, man. There's a hit, huh? Philip Short bounces right back. Look, they're celebrating the big hit. But the very next play, Prairie Central celebrating a touchdown. The screen to Tyler Popejoy, Alex Diller, Brent Mowry, Travis Hines are out there to block him. It's a police escort to the end zone for Popejoy. Beautiful blocking right there out in front. Number 62 is going to celebrate. He did a lot of work on that one. Popejoy's into the end zone. Travis Hines, Brent Mowry doing the blocking as well. Beautiful screen pass. It's 15-6. Then more defense. Jimmy Hildensberger, he played a great game. He's had a great senior season. Number 51 with a great tackle right there. Prairie Central takes over late first half. They go on a 71-yard drive into the wind. Jared Coleman right here to Philip Short for good yards. Then Jared Coleman throwing the ball into the wind. It's the bomb to Louis Gross. And look at the toss and the catch by Louis. Then what could be the play of the year. This is ridiculous. Philip Short. I marvel at this catch every time I see it. Watch this catch by Philip Short. Unbelievable. What a grab by Philip Short, number 21. You celebrate indeed. You'll be one of the heart stoppers of the week, I'm sure of it. 22-6 Prairie Central. What a grab by number 21, Philip Short. Unbelievable. Well, Coach said there's 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams. Here's some more special teams. Cody Haas is coming down there, flying. He breaks up the wedge and makes the tackle. Cody Haas with a big hit, but JT Zimmerman's going to have even a bigger hit. Watch right here. He's going to... Oh! The Hawks are having some fun, huh? Some more defense. Here's JT Zimmerman. Now he's hitting a guy in a different color uniform. Way to go, JT. Hildensberger, Brokard in on the tackle as well. We head to the third quarter now. We're in the third quarter. After a fumble by Prairie Central on the kickoff, the defense comes through right there. They pick up the fumble. Tyler Studebaker recovers the fumble. Then watch, crazy play right here. Watch this big hit on Mark Schmidt. The referees ruled it a legal catch, and they ruled the Hawk was down before he fumbled. Some creative officiating on that play, but Prairie Central keeps the ball somehow. Hopefully Mark's all right. Moments later, Prairie Central's in the end zone. The bomb to Tyler Popejoy, and there's Popejoy all over Prairie Central. Fairbury, all of the towns are celebrating. Chenoa, Forest, they're all having fun. The Hawks are into the Final Four. Up next, they play Addison Driscoll, the 5-time state champ, the team that beat him in the state title 3 years.
When Brian Hassett took over the Prairie Central Hawks, Prairie Central was one of the worst football programs in the state. But now, under Hassett's direction, the Hawks are a perennial power in the Class 4A playoff.
I have no other philosophy than that, is prepare our kids, get them to believe in what you're doing, and I think I've done that. And, you know, I got a lot of support from our junior football program, which started, 8-10 years ago. So I guess a combination of getting everybody to believe and preparation.
Coach Hassett gives all the credit to his players and coaches in the communities here that have turned football around at Prairie Central, but the current Hawks give all the credit to Coach Hassett.
It comes down to 48 minutes, all right? And it's domination 48.
He's probably the best thing that's happened to Prairie Central football, and he came around, brought us to the playoff. He's enthusiastic. He knows what he's talking about, and he's fun to be around.
Team, it's a team effort. It's three levels. It's offense, defense, special teams.
He just cares about every player out here, and he gets the best out of you, and he's always willing to put in time.
Coach Hassett in charge. The Hawks are in the Final Four in 4A for the second time in 4 years. The Hawks players would love to get 2 more wins and give their coach a much-deserved state title.
Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team. Let's go, Blue.
To the iron. How about the little school on the Prairie? The little school on the Prairie, Prairie Central, against the Catholic power from the big city of Chicago. Addison Driscoll and Prairie Central. Addison Driscoll's got a little style when they take the field with the bagpipes playing. Here come the Highlanders. 5 straight state championships as they arrive in Fairbury, and the fans in Fairbury are HOI 19 Rewind fans. Nice sign there. We appreciate that. Let's get down to the business. Prairie Central, undefeated, taking on the 5-time state champs, and the Prairie Central Hawks trying to make a statement to the entire state.
Last time you're ever going to get to play on this field in front of these fans. How do you want to be remembered? Are we going to fall to Goliath? Or are we going to beat the odds and advance the state championship? Juniors, underclassmen, let's go. You guys, nothing guaranteed you're ever going to make it this far again. Play every play like it's your last. Let's go. Goliath falls today. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate!
1, 2, 3, dominate. Here's how you 1, 2, 3 dominate. Prairie Central would kick off, and on the first play, here's a little dominating. JT Zimmerman and Jimmy Hildensberger just plaster the Addison Driscoll ball carrier. Second play, a little more domination. It's going to be Alex Diller. He had a terrific game at defensive end. He breaks up this pass right here. 4th, 3rd down and long. They were unable to convert. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to number 4. The 4th play is a punt. Tyler Popejoy and Seth Welch are rushing the punter. Welch actually gets a hand on it. Popejoy is flying in there, but Welch blocks it. Diller picks it up. Alice is in the end zone. Touchdown, Prairie Central. Yeah, the Hawks not intimidated. They're ahead. It's 7-zip Prairie Central, and the Hawk coaching staff fired up. That's a great start. Hey, where's Coach Diller? You know he's fired up. Alex Diller finding that football in the end zone. Prairie Central's got a quick lead. The Prairie Central defense, terrific early on. It's Philip Short with the quarterback sack. Then it's old Ace Ventura. Ventura Rio staying at home on defensive line and throws down the ball carrier right here. 4th down now. 4th down. Driscoll's trying to get the ball in the end zone to tie the game. Corey Monaco, he's really been playing well for the Hawks as well. He is going to plug the hole right here and stop the quarterback draw. He gets a lot of help. But number 56 is the guy making the play. And there's Jimmy Hildensberger as well in on the tackle. And Prairie Central's going to take over. Now on offense, Ben Herb missing the game with a knee injury. Talked to Ben. He was in pretty good spirits, but he could tell he he was hurting, missing this game with his teammates, but boy, Seth Brokart came through big for Prairie Central. Running hard right here. Lee Przybylski, Diller, Hildensberger, Travis Hines, Brent Mowry doing the blocking up front. Later it's going to be Seth Brokart again. Great blocking. Number 60 is Przybylski. Number 54 is Mowry. Look at that hole they build right there, and Seth goes right through it for big yards. Then it's going to be Jared Coleman, the senior quarterback. I'm pretty sure that was Jerry talking to the team before the game. In that huddle, I wasn't 100% sure, but he hooks up right here with Mark Schmidt, and Schmidt makes the catch despite the big hit. Schmidt gets hit, but also gets the first down. Then Jared Coleman's going to scramble. This is 3rd and long. He avoids the rush and picks up a first down. The Hawks are driving. We go into the second quarter. Now, we're in the second quarter. Prairie Central driving. They're up 7-zip. This is a critical play right here. A nice play. Got to give Addison Driscoll credit. Prairie Central throws it into the end zone, but David Schwabe leaps high to make the touchdown-saving interception. Could have been a 2-score game at that point. Instead, Addison Driscoll's got the ball. Prairie Central's defense keeps it up right here. Number 62 again. That's Alex Diller along with Jimmy Hildensberger, Corey Monaco, all in on the tackle right there. Then watch Philip Short right here. You are not going to run away from number 21. He runs down the quarterback for another sack for the Hawks right here. But late first half, in fact, final minute of the first half, Addison Driscoll, the Highlanders, get in the end zone right here on the touchdown run. Tim Frank scores. It's a tie game, 7-7 at halftime. Second half, you know, the first score is going to be huge. The Hawks get the ball to start the second half, and they start a terrific drive right down the field. First play of the second half, Brokart running hard. Look at him go. Big gain, 23 yards on the first play of the second half. Then it's going to be Jared Coleman. Watch, he's going to fake to the fullback, pitch to the tailback. Philip Short's going to scoot outside and pick up another first down. Then some nifty ball handling right here by Jared Coleman. He's going to fakes me out. I think Brokart's got the ball, so does Addison Driscoll. Instead, Coleman's going the other way around the sideline for big yards right here for Prairie Central. The Hawks drive stalls. They try a 37-yard field goal to take the lead. It's just wide left. They had a chance there to take the lead. Instead, they missed the field goal. More defense right here. This is Ryan Reese running the ball carrier out. But Addison Driscoll scores late third quarter. They dive over the top right here to take a 14-7 lead. In the fourth quarter, Prairie Central trying so desperately to make a big play. They're down 14-7. Watch Alex Diller again. Watch him right here. He's all over the quarterback. Ties him up like at the rodeo. Hangs on and takes him down. Great play right there by Alex. But Addison Driscoll able to get a field goal. A very short field goal right here made it 17-7. Excuse me. 17-7. Prairie Central, the pass right here. This kind of day for the Hawks. The ball's bobbled and intercepted. A lot of turnovers, but you got to give Addison Driscoll credit. They had great athletes all over the field. Later, Jared Coleman to Philip Short. What great years these two young men have had. Philip Short picking up good yards. He has been a pleasure to cover. Later, it's going to be Coleman to Short again for another game. They're trying so hard to get in the end zone. They're down by 2 scores. Watch Coleman here. Nearly wrapped up. Keeps his feet. Pitches it to Tyler Popejoy. Popejoy's trying to make a play, but some hard hitting. The ball comes loose, and now that pretty much ends it. Prairie Central went down battling, but Addison Driscoll, the 5-time defending state champ, is going to go for a 6th state title next weekend. Prairie Central's great season ends at 12-1. I talked to Brian Hassett just moments after the game. A tough loss for the Hawks.
No, we had chances. We turned the ball too many times, and I called a couple stupid plays. You know, they were better today. I think if we had another chance, we'd get them, but we don't, so whatever.
I mean, you lined up toe-to-toe with a state power.
That doesn't matter. We didn't win the game, Jim, so, you know, our kids played hard, and we just came up short today.
What are you going to say, especially the senior class?
I have no idea right now. I'm thinking about it right now.
But a great season. I mean, I know it's tough.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm being so short with you, but just kind of disappointed right now. And, you know, I'm proud of the seniors and, you know, proud of our program. So we're not there yet, man.
Coach Hassett's disappointed. That's why he's a champion. He's going to keep working until the Hawks bring home the biggest trophy, but a great season for Prairie Central.
We start with an All-American, Bloomington Central Catholic's Josh Brent. He's 6'4", 300 pounds. He may even play bigger than his size. To a little guy from Bloomington, Rich Kwiatkowski at 5'6", 180 pounds. Kwiatkowski never quits on the field. From Metamora, Brandon Zimmerman's got a funny number, number 7, but he also makes a number of tackles. IVC had a terrific season, going 9-0. Wes Wayman put up the No Way Man sign many times. From Prairie Central, Jimmy Hildensberger was one of the senior captains. And from Normal Community, their great nose tackle, All-Stater, Kirkland Grant. We head to linebacker. We'll stay at Normal Community for a couple of picks. Sam Smith and Jake Detmers, a couple of terrific linebackers on a dynamite, dominant defense for Normal Community. Metamora senior captain Teague Dentino showed great size and speed
all year for the Redbirds. At Peoria Richwoods, the Knights were conference champs again, led by the great play of middle linebacker Devin Reese. The Morton Potters got great play from another senior captain, Mike Kyoto. He makes our All-Madison team, as does Prairie Central senior captain J.T. Zimmerman. Two defensive back, we'll start with the Fieldcrest Knights. They had a great year, one of their stars, Jake Martin. Normal West senior captain Eric Lashong was in on a number of big plays for the Wildcats. At Peoria Woodruff, Kevin Moore turned defensive plays into big-time touchdowns, and Normal Community's Austin Davis was one of the top hitters in all of the heart of Illinois. Special teams, our kicker is Max Bacana. He's a great kicker and punter for Normal Community. Our punter, All-American David Gray from Tremont. Kick returner and punt returner will pick Dean Eastman, Mr. Touchdown at Eureka, and Adam Duvidak, the exciting Metamora Redbird. We start on the offensive line with the guy who started every play at Prairie Central, center Alex Diller, a terrific blocker and a shotgun snapper. At Lexington, Josh Thomas was a great senior captain for the Minutemen. Normal Community's Nick Price was one of the outspoken leaders of the Ironmen. Metamora's offensive line was terrific. We'll choose Alex Luring. And at Morton, the Potters had three great interior linemen. We'll pick senior captain Noah Mennel. At tight end, Cody White's going to make some college pretty proud. He's a standout for Normal West. And Tyler Paxton was a great tight end linebacker at Stark County. It was the year of the wide receivers. Some terrific wide receivers. We'll pick five. All-Stater Eric Schuler of Lexington makes the team for the second straight year. Justin Chaffee of Woodruff helped the Warriors have a breakthrough season. Zach White of Pekin helped the Dragons back into the state playoffs. Scott Schaefer had another great year for the Lewistown Indians, and maybe the catch of the year was made by Philip Short, Prairie Central star wideout. Our running backs will begin with Anthony Wilson, Mr. Touchdown at Canton High School. Brandon Pence will take his size and speed from Limestone High to a college team. Prairie Central's Ben Hur was a terrific running back until a late season injury for the Hawks, and Brent Smith helped Flanagan Woodland combine in a co-op and a terrific season. Our quarterbacks will pick Charlie Zimmerman of Metamora. He can beat you with a run and pass. And Alex Tandy of Lexington, he rewrote the IHSA and Lexington record book.